This week has been a completely design-filled week, starting with Affinity and Canva. They've made it completely free. The redesign is sick, and they've merged all the tools into one. I don't quite think this is nipping at the heels of Figma. However, I think Adobe definitely has got to be worried. So first of all, what do you think of this design they're going with right now?
Absolutely beautiful.
You like it?
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
I've got some more design questions for you later on, because there's another.
Yeah, I love all of their designs. It's very bold. It's I like their new brand, and it's not Adobe like. Have you seen like Adobe website? It's just so bad.
It's so corporate. They're just too. Yeah. This is interesting, right? This thing here. Because I have not, I've got, and by the way, I'm jumping the gun right now because I haven't even taken you through it, but I've got a note to say I don't see any collaboration, whereas this gives me collaboration vibes. Anyway.
This is the first thing I thought about when I saw Affinity combining all their 3 apps. So you have pixel-based like Photoshop, you have vector similar to Adobe Illustrator, and you have layouts like Adobe InDesign all in one app. And the first thing I thought was like, are they also going after Figma? Because that would make sense. Why shouldn't they? They have Canva backing them. Well, they are owned by Canva. So maybe
it's only because they took shots at Adobe during this presentation.
Yeah.
They talk about bloat, and it would be very bloaty if they were to take a web design tool into their one tool. I don't know. I think let's see how they get on. With web design is very, very different to graphic design. I think the graphic design and publication is what they're really going for here. Saying all that, I didn't hear anything about collaboration in this. They might have said something. Let us know in the comments. It's now completely free. This was a one-time purchase, which made me a lover of Affinity. I moved on to Affinity years and years and years ago. I'm very happy to see that it's gone free now. The iPad version is coming, but that Adobe Photo 2 and the designer and the publisher 2, they're all free on iPad, but the new app is yet to come. I think they even say it here. There's one format, so it's a .af file. They had a lot of fun with that on stage.
And what is really cool with the format that they have, that AF format, that you can call your files cool.af.
Yeah.
I'm just too much of a child.
Infinite canvas, which you can zoom in like they said 1 million or something.
6 million, 6 million % or something.
The most interesting thing I think here, which is why it's free, is, and what I'm actually quite excited about, is that they've got Canva AI features built into these tools. So they've got AI tools built in for the classic extending a photo, like retouching, things like that, AI fill. That is what's going to set you back £13 or £100 a year for that. That requires a Canva premium subscription, but it gives you the AI features here. So it's this interesting thing that it's that free gateway that Framer are doing that you pay off the back end. However, 13 quid, not too bad. And yeah, you could probably dip in and out of that quite easily. So really interesting going after Adobe here, and a real positive thing to come out of the acquisition by Canva. So I'm here for it. I'm excited.
I didn't think, like, we all thought, okay, Canva bought this cool app and now they are going to charge just like Adobe, but they did the absolute opposite of that. And the keynote was really fun, because on the keynote they said, what was like the exact quote, that Adobe, they didn't call it, they didn't say Adobe,
just said about bloated software, charging what they want.
And they said because of they charge what they want, and they said there was one choice, and that one choice they charged, they meant Adobe, they charge whatever they want, and they said because of corporate greed. They literally said it. And that was really fun, and the audience really liked that, because Adobe is like that. You used to get a monthly payment. You could like buy Adobe product for a monthly payment, but you couldn't cancel it. It was a yearly subscription that you couldn't cancel. And if you would have to cancel, you would have to pay, I believe, like 50% of the remaining time for the software that you don't want to use. Now I want to tell you something very embarrassing that how can I say this? It's really hard to say it. I've been paying for Adobe Photoshop. Yeah, I'm pretty like decent with Photoshop. Like I know my way around Photoshop really well.
It is. I still have hiccups with Affinity. Like I've used Photoshop for years and years, you know, contrary to popular belief, if you're part of my Nano Banana fucking LinkedIn discussion, I've used Photoshop for years, and I miss the AI stuff, you know, the fills and things like that. I'm very much like you, just know my way around Photoshop, but I just refuse to pay for it. There you go. Today,
I'm going to absolutely cancel it and not look back. And yeah, I regret spending every bit of money on Adobe because of all the time that it crashed on me and all the pain that I've been through, and every single time that I can't even cancel easily. Like I'm trying to find a cancel, I can't. I don't know how can I cancel? Like it's not in the payment. I don't know. Cancel your plan. There you go. And
this is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.